It's only been 2 weeks since Firestorm, the Battle Royale mode of Battlefield 5, launched, and to say the reviews and the player base have been mediocre at best is probably an understatement. With the backing of a massive publisher, and bearing the name of one of the biggest franchises in FPS history, how did it come to this, and is there anything Firestorm can do to recover? Find out as we break down why the Firestorm Battle Royale may be dead on arrival. While Battlefield 5 launched to fairly decent reviews back in November, their Battle Royale mode took 4 months to actually go live for players. Given that Battlefield 5 launched to less than expected sales already, having to wait a third of a year to even try the new Battle Royale mode meant the player base largely moved on to newer, better games, and getting them to come back was going to be a challenge. With so many free Battle Royale games on the market right now, and Firestorm being tied to a fully priced game and launching months after the initial release, EA was going to have to nail the Battle Royale genre and provide a compelling reason to drive players back to their game. What we got instead was something of a mess. First off, Firestorm takes place on a gigantic map, and with a very limited number of players. Currently, only 64 people can take part, and on a map that size, you can go for incredibly long periods of time without seeing another player, let alone getting into a firefight. It can be an incredibly lonely battle royale, and the pace of play just feels far too slow. Add in that the matchmaking to even get into a game takes a surprisingly long time, and you have the perfect recipe for boredom. Once you're in the game, you run into several problems that are baffling to see in a AAA title this far into the Battle Royale trend. The looting is pretty challenging, with no real organization to loot chests or death boxes. You often have a hard time just figuring out where the loot is and not clicking on the wrong item. Add in uncustomizable guns like you would find in Fortnite, very poor optics for the shorter ranged weapons, and small, dense pockets of drops spread thinly across the huge map, and looting in Firestorm becomes a real challenge. The vehicles are also comically unbalanced. Getting a fully fueled tank can be a huge deal in Firestorm, leading to a lot of kills, but taking any one of the several open-top vehicles is basically signing your own death warrant. If you jump on the tractor that was made famous in the original Battlefield 5 trailer, you may as well just drive it off a cliff and save yourself some time, because teams are going to tear you apart from a distance as you basically sit out in the open. Once your decision to drive the tractor does get you killed, you have the added frustration of there being no respawn mechanic to bring you back into the game. While that may be fine for games with huge established player bases like Fortnite or PUBG, in the post-Apex Legends world, having no respawn mechanic just feels like a massive oversight. So with all those issues in mind, can Firestorm be saved, or is it actually dead on arrival? Looking at the numbers on Twitch and the lack of events or support from EA, it seems like Firestorm is destined for the scrap heap. Literally, as I'm recording this, Battlefield 5 has less than 3,000 viewers on Twitch. Code Red and Twitch rivals haven't stepped up to fill the void caused by EA's lack of support, which is strange considering they shelled out a ton of money to push the release of Apex Legends. They can pay Ninja $1 million to stream Apex, but when it came to Firestorm, the well apparently ran dry. With no company or community support, it's sad to say it, but Firestorm is definitely dead on arrival. That's it for our look at Firestorm mode in Battlefield 5. If Firestorm is your favorite Battle Royale, or if you have ideas about what EA could do to turn the game around, let us know in the comments below. And as always, another video is on the way.